Okay, now we finished looking at the workspace or an example workspace. I'm going to bring you back now to the introductory or the main website for this course. This is where we were before. We're going to get into now a little bit about assessment. Now, first of all, the assessment, in other words, is how is your final mark going to be determined? So if we click on this document right here, it will load a typical course outline document that you've seen many times before. It tells you about the expectations about the course, things that you'll need. It should be pointed out here that these are the 7 units, and this is how much they are each worth. So they are not the same. So for example, working with money is 15% of your course, earning income is 15. You can read all this for yourself, and you can see that not all of them are weighted equally. Then it should be pointed out at the very bottom here that the in-class work that you do, that is through the Hapara workspaces, that's going to make up 70% of your final mark. Think of that as your coursework. There is a final exam, and it is worth 30% of your final mark. It should be noted that we have plenty of practice final exams and reviews with answer keys, so you and your teacher can really make sure that everything is in line for you to take the final exam and for you to do well. Now, we have talked here about the formative and summative assessments. One last time, just for we know, formative assessment is assessments that we do not mark for marks, but we mark to assess your learning, to see how well you are doing. And in this course, they will take the form of pre-assessments, worksheets, textbook work, and formative unit assessments at the end of the unit. On the other hand, we do have summative assessments. Summative assessments are where we actually assess and mark your work because we want to determine how well you have learned the material. And in this course, you will see that it is at the end of every workspace. So you'll see that as a summative unit assessment at the end of the unit, and we have a final summative assessment at the end of each unit. In plain English, that means at the end of each unit, remember there are 7, you will have 2 summative assessments. And I guess we could throw in a third one. At the very end of the course, you do have a unit exam. Nonetheless, if I go back here, I would recommend that you have a good scientific calculator, okay? Using an iPhone or a Google phone, maybe not the best. If you can get your hands on a scientific calculator, that would be ideal. And please have access to a geometry set. End of the day, I've put this course together to flow very easily for you. It should be very well self-contained, and you and your teacher should be easily able to navigate and work through the material. If you have any questions, if you speak to your teacher, they can get a hold of me, and I wish you all the best of luck in getting through and learning well in this course of study.